Hello guys, welcome back to Pause and welcome back to World Discovery. So this is part 17.5-ish, so it's basically not going to be a full episode because I haven't had time to play, and obviously there's been a few issues with the game recently, but it's getting better, and this was a test really to see if I can get back into the game. And as it's not really an expansion of anything in terms of the countries, that's why I'm not classing it as a full episode. So what are we doing today? As you can see from the footage so far, I'm toying with the idea of putting in some kind of transport ride. Now I did mention this right back at the start of this series that we're going to put in a transport ride. Obviously this ride, what you can see here now, I believe it's called the Polarity in the game, is the one that came with the World's Fair pack. So that was the one which I was going to try and get in the park for when it was finished. I have a go at it today, as you can see in the first part of this episode, and I don't really think it works, so we do try something else, which I'm sure you've seen from the thumbnail of the video what that is. But yeah, we use the Skies, the Skyride, which I think works a little bit better because we can get that a bit more organically into the pathways and into the areas, just using the sort of supports, hiding them in certain places. So that's something you'll see as this episode gets on. Now this is purely just a test and a sort of proof of concept really. If you're a bit confused what the location of this is directly opposite the main entrance plaza when you first come into the park, and I'm putting in a little station just off the waterfront. Now, like I say, this is a proof of concept, it's a bit of a test, so by the end of this episode, once we get the actual skies in there, do let me know what you think, and if you think it fits. Was it a bit too garish in the area? Is it a bit too obvious? Because this was, as you can see on the screen, the only reason I kept this footage in is because, like I said at the start of this build, I did mention we were going to put one of these rides in, but like I mentioned, it doesn't fit. I don't think any angle you look at it does it suit. There wasn't really enough space at the back of the countries to put it in. I mean, there is, but not to do it well. So that's what I decided. Let's scrap that idea and let's move on to the chairlift. And I do think it works a lot better because, like I said, you can customize the length of each piece of the sort of, well, the quote track. So you can really decide where the sort of stanchions and supports go, and it makes it easy actually to sort of fit it into an existing area rather than trying to work around it. But obviously now we've got the start of this in, we can expand it on as we sort of build for the rest of the countries. You will see that just to test it is the reason why we've got a sort of whatever they're called, bull wheel or whatever it is, and the engine and all that kind of stuff at the one end of this station, and also we put another station in France. I did that purely for testing, so we could get the ride moving, just so I could check the height of the gondolas, because obviously I'm putting this through an existing area of the park here. It's going pretty much through America and through Mexico, and then it sort of cuts past Paris, France, over the water. So I did need to make sure the heights were okay and people weren't going to clip their legs. So a lot of the sort of second part of this footage is moving trees and clearing a path, basically, to make sure people aren't going to lose feet. But like I said, it's only bits of the part really where we're going to have to worry about this, because moving forwards as we expand the next countries, we can put in some more stations and all that kind of stuff. Eventually my plan is to have this a full, well, if it allows me to. I mean, I don't know if you can do a continuous circuit on these things. I'm hoping you can, but if not, then obviously we'll just have to end it at some point the other side of the park. But I don't know, I'm assuming you can do a full continuous circuit, but that's something we'll look into. So yeah, like I say, at the moment we've got one station at the main entrance, one station in Paris, and it's just, like I say, a test, a proof of concept, just to see what we think and how it looks. So yeah, I want your feedback, please. Let me know if you think it works, if you think it's a bit too obvious. Does it ruin the sort of aesthetics of the, I can't say that word, does it ruin the look of the park that we've got so far? Let me know, because I'm open to your suggestions. If it does, we can try and figure out a way of sticking it to the back, or maybe not even using one at all, but I would like there to be some kind of transport ride in this park. But yeah, let me know. We put a very crude station in at the main entrance. Again, I want feedback on that. I couldn't really decide on what sort of theme and design to go with, so I've, like I say, a very temporary structure at the moment, which you'll see in a few moments as we start building that. But yeah, generally it's just, like I say, testing out really this episode, and that's why I'm not classing it as a full one, because I just wanted to do something in the game, but I didn't really, like I say, have the time, or if I'm being perfectly honest, the inclination to do a full episode. I mean, I'll touch on this slightly now. So I know people have probably been wondering where the Planet Coaster stuff is. I mean, predominantly for the past, year and a half, this has been pretty much a Planet Coaster channel, which is fine. That's sort of what the majority of you guys want to see, I'm assuming, because that's where most of the fan and subs and fan base is from. I'm just at a stage now where it's becoming not only a chore to build in because of the issues with the game, I'm just sort of a block with sort of creativity, I think, because I've been pretty much just playing this game. I mean, it's the most footage I record is from this game over the course of this channel, and I think I'm just at that stage now where I'm just a bit burnt out. I'm definitely not saying I'm never playing it again. That's not all I'm playing. I still love the game. I just need a bit of time, I think, to get my sort of creativity back. Because that's the thing I'm struggling with, is just, like I say, finding the ideas and the ambition, and just having the drive to sit down and actually just bang out a few hours worth of footage. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. So if you are wondering where the Planet Coaster videos are, that is generally what my issue is at the moment. I'm just a bit short on creativity, so I'm hoping to keep chipping in here and there and trying my best to get something out, and I will try and get a new country out soon, and hopefully that will get my spark back again for the game. And I'm also hoping there's going to be some kind of new update soon as well. I know we've just had a new coaster, but I mean like a proper DLC or something like that. I'd really love something to come out in the next month or so, just to really help kickstart passion again in the game, because it's been a while since I've really looked forward to playing it. I know that sounds awful, but I don't look forward to it anymore, which is something which I need to work on. I say it'll come back, don't worry, it'll come back soon. But yeah, for now, like I said, you probably noticed I am experimenting in a few different types of videos here on the channel, different types of games, a few more Let's Plays. I would really appreciate if you guys did check out some of the other stuff. I mean, if it's not for you, I completely understand it. I know a lot of people are here for the building and the Planet Coaster stuff, and I get that. But I am... This channel started on Let's Plays, and it was always the direction I wanted to go, and the simulation stuff kind of just became popular because it was the thing I played the most, if that makes sense. So I've always had the inclination to do Let's Plays, and they just don't do very well in terms of views. So I'd love if you guys would check them out. Obviously, if they're crap, just let me know. Send me a comment, say, this is really shit, don't do any more of this. And I do listen, I promise you I will listen. But if you think it's pretty cool, and tell me, and I'll do more of it. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to try my hardest to get back into more frequent Planet Coaster, because I do still love the game, and I just need to get my spark back, which it'll come. Nice, I'm hoping there's going to be some nice update just around the corner. But more news on that very soon, hopefully. So yeah, we're putting in this, like I say, very cruise station. It's nothing spectacular to say, and I say I'm not here to try and big this up as like, oh, it's the best thing we've ever built. It's not. I know it isn't, and that's why it's not a full episode that I've put out. But we do put in, like I say, a little entrance, a primitive building for it. Quite a low building. I don't want it to really overpower the area or overpower the view that you get over the lake. But yeah, let me know what you think. Does this ride fit here, or would it work better if we hid it sort of behind maybe a facade and sort of had it at the back of the countries, or do you think it's good having it on the lake so it's quite visual? So obviously when you're on the ride you want there to be something to look at, and that was the main reason why I thought I'd put it here. But then it does kind of detract from that whole across the water viewpoint that I was going for. So I'm torn with it. I really am torn with it. So I'm open to your guys' suggestions. Let me know if it's crap, I'll get rid of it. If you want it moving, I'll get rid of it. I'll move it somewhere else. But either way, let me know what you think. And yeah, we'll do hopefully a new proper episode very soon, where we can start getting this park expanded. Whether I might even start the opposite side of the entrance here, so to the right of this building. Maybe start going around that side of the World Showcase around the lake. I don't know, maybe just mix it up a bit and just try and make it less stale in my mind, because at the moment it is a little bit. So yeah, any creative ideas you guys have got, let me know. But for now, that is about it for this episode. Like I say, it's a very short one, I do apologise, but at least we're back in Planet Coaster, so thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, stay up to date with all the content. Fancy a chat, head on to the Twitter or Discord server. The links are down below. Hopefully we can get that Discord a little bit more popular, a bit more conversation going into this year, as I really like to expand that, hopefully. And also on the expansion front, I would love if you guys would support the channel, and you can do that on Patreon, so the links to that are down below. If you fancy helping it out, please do. I would be very much appreciative on that. But anything else, guys, like I say, please do let me know. I do read all the comments, so if you've got any ideas for this park or for this particular Skyride situation, please let me know down below. But for now, thank you ever so much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers, bye.